Hey, what's up, guys? Good to be back with you again. And, I do like to do these sort of discussion type videos and things from time to time. I'm not going to show you a whole bunch in this video. I think it's probably better to do a little bit of talking. The big question that's on my mind today is, do you know of any way to compare games? Are there any sort of statistical, comparison notes you want to look at when you're comparing different baseball simulators? For the most part, I think that most people who play these games are okay with a certain bit of what we would call like a lack of realism to a certain extent. I've noticed this in comments on videos in the past, right? People say, look, I don't need the statistics to match exactly what happens in real life. I just want to make sure that like a guy who had, 15 home runs in real life doesn't end up with like 45, right? And we know about games that will have that sort of, that sort of result, right? If you think of the history of dice baseball that we've talked about, there are a whole bunch of older dice baseball games that include no differentiation at all between players, where the thing's mostly up in your head and your imagination, where it would definitely be possible for a guy who had only 15 home runs in real life to hit 45 or 60 or 100 or something like totally crazy, right? If you were going to do a full replay. We know of a lot of arcade games that are like that too. I think back to my time playing, say, like RBI baseball on the old NES, right? It would be easy if you were going to play somehow 162 game season using that game. It would be easy to see guys coming up with absolutely crazy offensive statistics because of the nature of the game itself, right? Or if you remember real classics like Baseball Stars, it's pretty easy in that game once you figure out what the secret is and figure out how to earn money and how to improve your team. It's pretty easy to come up with a team that simply wins every single game and is completely unstoppable, even against the likes of the lovely ladies, right? So, that sort of thing is possible. There's definitely a restriction to where, we want realism to be. But when it comes to the overall picture, if you were going to compare a game, say NPIII with Diamond Mine Baseball, or Replay with Strat-O-Matic, or APBA with OOTP, what would you use to compare, right? Is there a certain type of statistic you look at? Do you look at, I like to look at batting average, on base percentage, and slugging percentage and just compare them, real life versus the replay. Do you look at ERA? Is that even important? Do you want to look at total runs allowed? Do you want to look at total runs scored? Do you want to look at, runs allowed per team to make sure that things are right? Or do you not care about that? I've thought about other things too, like the domination index that we talk about a lot. Do I want to compare the domination index at the end of the replay with what happened in real life? Does that even tell me anything that's useful? Do I want to look at, some of those indexes to rank, the importance of certain games, championship leverage index and stuff like that to see, did we have a pennant race that was worthwhile or not? We can come up with all sorts of different things that we could theoretically use to say this is accurate and this is not accurate, right? So I'd be interested to know what you think. Is there one of things that you think is better than another? Is there a measure that you think is superior to another measure? Or does it even matter? Is this just, a whole bunch of hot air? Anyway, love to know what your thoughts are. I know it's a short video intended for discussion. I'll see you in the comments. Bye.